Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Youier podcast. I am your host, Elle Edwards, author of Youier, and throughout season 5 I'm going to be reading this book to you. We're almost at the end of part 1 and today we're going to be digging into relationship. With that reminder, if you haven't already got your free copy of the Youier book, go to youier.com/partytime to get your copy. Sign up for the love notes, you'll get an e-copy delivered to you via email. With that said, I want to dig into today's episode. I am excited for this one. It is entitled Relationship. Relationship, a connection, association or involvement, an emotional or other connection between people. The relation connecting or binding participants in a relationship, such as a specific instance or type of kinship. You are loved by the creator of the universe, the one who sang the stars into existence and declared them good, made you in his image, and he said that you are very good. But he doesn't just love you. He loves you and you can trust him. He is for you, your greatest encourager and biggest fan. You were born for relationship. It's the reason why there are so many love songs, stories and poems. Even folks who seem to prefer their own company often end up getting a pet. We have an innate desire to love and be loved. Have you ever stopped to consider where you might get that from? Who we might get that from? That's right, from the Creator in whose image we were made. How does one build a strong, sustainable relationship? Conversation, asking questions, getting to know each other, spending time simply being together. We understand intuitively how to build healthy relationships with loved ones, but when we talk of relationship, not religion, with God, we seem to think this somehow looks different to regular human relationships. What if God wants a relationship with you? Spoiler alert, he does. What might that look like? How might one expect to build that kind of knowing? Exactly the same way we build relationships with other humans. Conversation, asking questions, getting to know each other, spending time simply being together. The enemy loves to tell you that you can't do any of these things until you first get yourself right. He'll remind you of God's holiness, his set-apartness, his untouchableness. God is holy, but the idea that God is untouchable is simply a lie introduced via ancient Greek philosophy and peddled by the church in the Middle Ages in a bid to control the unruly peasants. Satan had a party the day the church and government got into bed together. Combine fear as a mechanism for control with a season when most people couldn't read the Bible for themselves, and hundreds of years later, we're still unpicking the lies. God is love, and he has always been for you. He's not offended by your mess. Yes, some of the rash decisions sadden him, but only in as much as they hurt you and cause you to believe the lie that you're too messed up to be with him. Jesus demonstrated how loved by God you are. Before you ever made a move towards him, Christ died for you. It's the ultimate picture of just how loved you really are. You are his precious child, his dear son or daughter, his work of art, his most treasured possession. Yes, he loved, loves, and will always love the world. But never forget how personally God takes love. God helping us, it's time to reject any lie that suggests otherwise and step into the fullness of who he created you to be, Youier. And here's your little love note for today. The beginning never defines the ending. What might look impossible to you right now is already done from my perspective. And the day that feels scattered and trying doesn't have to finish the way it began. This day is not over. Papa, Jesus, and Sam.